Interesting topic today, guys. What if I told you that you could meditate with your eyes open and with you moving? So you don't have to sit there and just close your eyes and make the world come to a complete stop. Moving meditations are one of my favorite things to practice, and today I'm going to be telling you what the heck that is, how you can practice it, and what you can do to bring it into your daily life. Hey everyone, I'm Jen Palandro of Hello Brio. Hello Brio is a community of conscious creatives, so if that sounds like you, make sure to hit like on this video and subscribe to the channel so you can be notified of new weekly videos. So when we talk about meditation, one of the goals that you may have is to clear your mind, slow down your thoughts, really harness those thoughts so that you can use them in a usable way, so that it's not just a constant flow of thoughts. Especially as creative entrepreneurs, I feel like, and let me know if you can relate to this, you always have so many things going on in your mind, like thought after idea after thought after, like, oh my gosh, I have to remember to do this, oh my gosh, I have to remember to follow up with that person. So it's just like a lot of these like sort of stressful but also motivating factors that happen to us as creative entrepreneurs. So if you're looking to gain clarity of thinking or reduce stress or anything in between that is related to meditation, you can do that with a moving meditation. And yes, that might sound like multitasking, but I want to assure you that doing these things is going to bring about a more mindful way of your daily living activities, just so you can go about your day in an intentional way. Usually when we're doing a lot of things, we like to numb ourselves out, which is totally acceptable, and I have certainly done it and still do it to this day. But, you know, we numb ourselves out with music on the radio, having to have Spotify going on in the background, watching a whole bunch of TV, even reading a book. But what that does is that it numbs our experience to the world and to our thinking. And in order to do these moving meditations, what we really have to do is be at peace with the current moment, right? The other benefit of moving meditations is it allows you to start a meditation practice if you've had difficulty with traditional meditation in the past. Because you're doing moving meditations, you are doing something else, so you have something that you can put your mind to instead of just your breath or just nothingness or watching the thoughts float by. By doing moving meditations, you can definitely increase the power of your traditional meditation practice. So the one thing that moving meditations all have in common is that you are turning off all notifications from your phone. You are making sure to just be there with your thoughts and letting them come as they arrive in your mind. To be honest, you can do a moving meditation whenever you want. You can do it while you're out for a run or a walk, or even if you're doing household chores like dishes or laundry. If you just prioritize the experience instead of numbing yourself out with TV or putting on the radio, that in and of itself will become a moving meditation. The other thing that moving meditations can bring about is mindfulness, and really mindfulness is attention minimalism. Let me run through a personal example really quick. So I, as a mom, really want to prioritize my running habit so that I can make sure to get out there and get some exercise and also get some time to myself. It was really motivating at the beginning of, reinstating this running habit of trying to listen to podcasts while I go out, which is awesome because with the Apple Watch and the what are they called? The AirPods, right? That you can just go out with the Apple Watch and the AirPods and you can just be free, like running outside without the burden of your phone. So the only problem with that is that you have to have the watch on the charger in order for it to download new episodes. And obviously you have to do that while you're at home and while you're not doing anything else because your watch is going to be stuck to the wall. And the other thing is that the AirPods don't always sync with the watch really easily. Sometimes it'll try and be pairing to your phone or your computer, or for whatever reason, one day I went out and it was raining and it just would not connect to my watch, which drove me nuts because here I am trying to do something healthy for myself and really prioritize my self-care, and I was just becoming so frustrated. So instead of letting this frustrating experience really drive my whole running routine, what I did is I decided to just cut out the podcast entirely, which means yes, I had my watch so that I could track my run, but I just left the AirPods at home, forgot about having to download the podcast, and what happened was just so amazing to me. I'm out running, right? And then all of a sudden, like, these ideas just come flooding in. I was having these kind of original ideas that had been brewing on the back burner of my mind, and they were coming to the forefront because really all I was focusing on was the environment around me, the road, my shoes hitting the ground. But what that allowed me to do is just kind of reconnect with my thoughts, and as I said before, as creative entrepreneurs, that's something that we really, really need. So here are some examples of how you can practice moving meditations. Obviously, exercise is a great example, whether you're running, walking, boating, is that a thing? I don't know. Kayaking, hiking. Just leave your headphones at home, turn your notifications off, and really just immerse yourself in the experience. Yes, that means that you might face some like, oh my gosh, what am I doing here kind of moments, not of like the existential way, but just like, oh yeah, like this is me alone with my own thoughts. It's kind of cool, but kind of frightening at the same time. So, ease yourself into it. Another great way to practice the moving meditation is with driving. I know it sounds really weird to not listen to anything while you're driving, but it can bring so much peace and so much calm, especially if you end up processing things in a stressful way in a car. I feel like I tend to go to bad habits, whether it's like picking my nails or something like that. Doing it in a mindful way without any music will just let you kind of calm down and think about all the things that you want to think about in a more productive way. You can also kind of do moving meditations when you're doing personal stuff. So taking a poop, and yes, did I really just recommend doing moving meditations while taking a crap? Yeah, I did. Sorry, but yeah, it's true. Like, how many of you take your phone into the bathroom and, that is super, super gross, number one. I won't really go there. But if you just go in there and like focus on your breath and do the thing that you're in there to do and get out, like that's gonna serve you a lot better than sitting there doom scrolling on your phone, right? The last thing I wanna mention is something to do with crafting or any sort of hobbies that you may have. So in the past, I really have loved hand lettering and embroidery, and both of those are really, really relaxing activities, especially when you're focusing on the task at hand, right? So when you're doing hand lettering, all the, downstrokes and upstrokes and the flourishes and all that, it becomes really, really relaxing when you just can put your whole mind into the experience and experience that flow that you're looking for. Same with embroidery. It's like you just kind of go in and out with the fabric and the thread, and you just watch your creation come to life. I would love to know what your experience with moving meditations has been, or what you plan to implement in the future. Let me know in the comments below. And again, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.